that second chance for a break.
Everyone knows that humans use trees to receive oxygen and for numerous other wood products, but we want to focus on how trees are vital to animals just the same.
And it's hard at the end of the day. I need some distraction. Oh, beautiful release. Memories seep through my veins. Let me be empty.
When clear cutting occurs, it causes the animals to have to rapidly relocate, causing the species to have more difficulty to find a new place to call home and results in homeless animals.
So I think going right back, it's the harvest. Again, left to go to old growth, there's only a few species that are going to benefit from that stage. So harvesting that timber is going to be really important. Having a solid management plan on how you're going to regenerate that aspen so that it's, again, providing habitat for a ruffed grouse or a woodcock. So definitely the harvesting of timber, and along with that, in the contracts with loggers, the private landowner or the public entity that owns that property can also write into that logging prescription that they want to retain dead trees or snags, and also accumulate the tops or the crowns of the trees during that process into brush piles, or clear the logging areas could be reseeded into a food plot, or a white clover could be mixed in there, provide habitat for wildlife. So another important factor along with cutting is maintaining dead trees and those crowns that are left.
If unsustainable forestry continues, animal populations and entire ecosystems can be affected. Animals need both old and mixed age forests because they provide an area to hide from predators, build nests, and are a food source. If a food source is completely eradicated, it is detrimental to an ecosystem because a species not previously in competition may have to compete with other species, leading to a chaotic food web.
Some things you want to keep in mind is, one, get rid of any invasive species. So invasive plants that outcompete native plant species and also don't provide a lot of benefit to wildlife in general. So we want to get rid of invasive plants. And then you can go, depending on what state your backyard is in, you can add native plants. So you might put in a shelter belt that's got some native berry or mass-producing trees. You could also add nest structures. So some of our animals, both birds and mammals, will nest in a nesting box, and if you don't have dead trees currently, you can put up some of those cavities for flying squirrels or owls or wood ducks, species like that will then use that for home. So those are things you can do. Other things in the backyard, you could add like a vernal pool within the forest habitat, and that would provide the water. So animals need food, they need water. Then the other component that you want to work to provide is the shelter, whether that's leaving dead trees so they have a place to rest, hide, stay warm, or other very important shelter component is thermal cover. So in the winter, making sure you plant conifers like spruce and other evergreens so that these animals have a place to get away from the cold weather and can stay warm.
Even though no animal extinction has been reported as a result of deforestation, our generation does not want to bear the burden of eradicating a species. The focus of sustainable forestry should be on how to manage forests for multiple uses, not just the human species.
And it's hard at the end